Hello. Sorry, didn't see you there. Joyful day, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Shiz and Gigs, our weekly wind-down podcast where we talk about everything and anything. My name is Heather, and I will be your hostess with the mostest today. Merry Christmas Eve, y'all! But of course, I am never alone. I'm going to introduce my first co-host. She is a movie enthusiast, Netflix binger, adventure-seeking, and cat lover with a cup of coffee and a Spotify playlist. She can take over the world. It's Isabel.
Happy holidays, everyone. This
Happy
is actually
holidays.
not a cup of coffee. It is cider, but it is a cat mug. So we're keeping with my bio.
Love it. Love it. Thanks so much for being here.
Of course.
Glad to have you. My second co-host, she is an artist who loves anything and everything outdoors, especially with friends and family. A paint teacher on the weekend who's just trying to live her life generously and to the fullest. It's Emily.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays, Emily.
So happy to have you both here. All right, so we're going to kick things off today to talk about our trending topic. So, of course, this week is special because it's Christmas time, right? Well, I mean, almost. So what a better way to discuss Christmas than Christmas around the world? What do you guys think?
I think that's perfect.
I'm very into that.
So I did some research about Christmas because I've only celebrated Christmas in the US, and I was interested to know how other people do the thing, right? So this kind of harkens back on our Halloween episode where we talked about different countries around the world and how they celebrated. So we thought about doing that for Christmas. You guys ready?
Oh, very.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Fabulous. Now, in my findings, I discovered two countries that do things a little differently. Our first country is Japan.
Ooh.
So even though Christmas isn't a national holiday in Japan, they do find something interesting and delicious as a way of celebrating. Were you all aware that Kentucky Fried Chicken is a huge thing in Japan?
Oh my gosh, no.
I knew that fried chicken was very popular in Korea. I didn't know that Kentucky Fried Chicken was also very popular in Japan.
It is. It all started in 1974 after a wildly successful marketing campaign called Kentucky for Christmas.
That's so fun.
The momentum never stopped, and now people order their KFC boxes months in advance, or if they don't, they stand in long lines, hours and hours long, to get that finger-looking good chicken. Now, it's a shame because I don't know if Japan has Popeyes, because
I feel like their KFC must be on another level for there to be month-long waiting lists and lines.
We'll just have to go try it out.
I know. Well, we have to now.
That's what I think. And we could also call upon one of our coworkers, Jasmine, who lived in Japan. Mm-hmm. So maybe she can vouch for that finger looking good chicken.
Mm-hmm. This reminds me a lot of one Christmas. My family and our dinner plans fell through. Mm-hmm. So we ended up eating at Mongolian barbecue on Christmas Day. And it felt like that scene in A Christmas Story where the turkey gets burnt and falls on the floor. And then they go and eat Chinese food for Christmas.
You got to figure out something.
Yep.
So our next country that we're going to talk about is Sweden.
Ooh.
Never been.
Me neither.
But one day, maybe. They have what's called the Yule goat. It is, or the Gavil goat. In 1966.
Yavel.
Yavel?
I think it's Yavel.
Gavile. I don't know. But this sucker here is a 42-foot tall and 23-foot wide straw goat.
Wow.
Yeah. It is a Christmas symbol that dates back many, many generations. And it stands in the center of this, as you see, this park area, and everyone can come and visit it. They live stream it. I've heard that at one point they burned it down. So it's a little bit of a Burning Man situation. And it weighs like 4 tons. Isn't that crazy?
That's like a car.
That's many a car, I think.
I was going to say, that's more than one car.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 tons. Yeah, I think 1 ton is a car.
That's 2 rhinos. I don't know why I
Yeah.
know that, but it's 2 rhinos. I think the average rhino is a 2-ton animal.
I'm just saying all math should be done in the weight of animals. I think
Yes.
I think that'd be the way to go. So, with these two different traditions being said, is there an unconventional Christmas tradition that you know of, whether it be your family or a friend or something you saw on TV that you're like, wow, that's awesome?
Oof. I mean, I'm kind of with Izzy. My family actually has a tradition of a semi-tradition. We don't do it every year, but most years, Christmas Eve, we do Chinese takeout.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yeah,
It's
Chinese
so
takeout,
good.
maybe a movie. I
Mhm.
wish I had thought ahead and added this video to our live stream today because my dear friend, not this Emily, but a different Emily that I've worked with, her family loves costumes. And every year they go to her aunt's house, and I don't know her budget for this thing, but she completely decks the halls, pun intended,
Oh no.
her entire house of whatever the theme is that year. So one year they did Candyland, and I am not kidding. There were gumdrops on the walls. Everyone was in full character costumes, like the nines. It is crazy.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Last
That's
year,
a lot.
it is a lot, and it's really cool. Last year they did medieval Christmas, I think, and they did like jousting. I mean, seriously, like it's wild.
That's so fun.
Yeah, so that would be. They also did an 80s ski lodge. Um, they actually made a ski lift like on her stairs that you could get in to take pictures. I mean, this woman goes all out.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I
I
think
would be that into something.
yeah. I wanted that's what I aspire to be. When I have the funds to do that, that's what I aspire to do. I know I don't really have any like really unusual traditions, but I know that my dad is usually sick of the traditional holiday foods come Christmas time, so he refuses to make anything with turkey or ham. So he's made fish tacos, he's made pho, he's made brisket, which was really good. So we always have some good food to look forward to, except for that one year where the dinner plans fell through and we had Mongolian.
yeah, I totally agree. My family is the same way. We don't do a Christmas dinner. We have a lot of extended family, so it's like who's with who that day. But on Christmas Eve, we always kind of come together. But we do a Christmas Eve brunch.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
So we do quiche, we do French toast casserole, we do breakfast tacos, like the shebang.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's awesome.
well, that was fun, y'all.
That was
Thanks.
fun. I love learning about holidays that we celebrate and if other countries celebrate them and how they do.
Exactly. Always growing, always learning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, folks, it is time for segments, but we are not doing our traditional segments. These are segments with a Christmas twist. Each of my co-hosts will be sharing a tradition that they hold near and dear to their heart. So first up, we'll go with Isabel. I'm not Isabel. There she is.
Hi, everyone. So the family tradition, holiday family tradition that I wanted to share with you all is that of the mulled wine. So
yum, yum,
every
delish.
year, well, it used to be every year, my grandparents would do a Christmas Eve open house. So all throughout the day from noon to I think about 5, their doors were open to all family and friends to come and stop by and say hi. And every year my grandpa would make mulled wine, but he's German. And in Germany, they call it glue wine, which is what we called it. So mulled wine, glue wine, the key ingredients is obviously wine. So any type of red wine. We usually use like Merlot. You can definitely use cheap bottles of red wine too, which is the best part. Mulling spices, orange slices, cinnamon sticks, and star anise. And optional, you can add some apple cider and whiskey or spiced rum. I know my family goes for the Captain Morgan, so it is delicious. My grandfather actually had a whole bottle of mulling spices that he kept every year. He would just restock the bottle if anything was running low, and that's what he would put the rum into. So every year after he poured it out, he would add more spices and more rum, and it would sit for a whole nother year and infuse, and then he would use it again. So it was a lot of fun. I think we still have that bottle, and I think my mom has carried over the tradition of making mulled wine or glue wine. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I know a lot of people always wonder, what exactly are mulling spices? So they're actually super easy to make. Just a few key ingredients, which are cinnamon, nutmeg, dried orange peel or lemon peel. Most people use both. Allspice, cloves, and ginger. And I actually included a recipe for you all. If you want to scan that QR code, it'll pop you over to, or visit the website down below. It'll pop you over to the recipe. However, if you don't have time or you don't feel like making the spices yourself, you can always go to World Market, Fresh Market, or Amazon, and they usually have in a little pack a pre-made mix of spices. So you just put it all the ingredients in a pot on your stove, and you let it simmer for about an hour just to really get all of the spices in. And then after that hour is when you add the liquor if you so choose. And then it's very good. And I'm actually sipping on some regular non-alcoholic cider today. But really looking forward to, Christmas Day and my mulled wine. So
that's awesome. I think I've only had mulled wine twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of mulled wine.
I actually made it. My friends and I had a Christmas dinner. And I made it for everyone. We had some leftover red wine. So I was like, what else can we do but make mulled wine?
It's great, isn't it?
It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Yes. I'm not going to lie. When I was brought on screen, I was like, wait a minute. Character change. I'm Isabel. What do I like?
I know you were like, hello, I'm Isabel. And I was like, right, she's going to take it away from here.
You got this.
Yeah. So I'm playing all three parts today.
You're like the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future.
Oh, what a concept. What a concept. I love it. So, Emily, I would love to hear your tradition.
Alrighty, y'all. So anybody who knows me knows that I have a big family. A big family. This is most of my family. And when I say family, I don't mean aunts, uncles included. This is just my mother, my stepmother, and my siblings and spouses. And a few nieces and nephews in there. I think I'm missing one niece in this photo. And we are missing one spouse.
It's
so this
like
is just
Home
immediate
Alone.
family. So this is obviously pre-COVID. We haven't all had the chance to get together since COVID, which has been terrible. But family is my favorite tradition about Christmas, always. All of the different aspects of family. So it's a mess. I love it. I'm the exact middle of 10 siblings. So 7 biological and 3 step siblings that I grew up with. So I'm the exact middle of 7, but the 3 still sandwich me. So my little siblings are always the light of my life and very, very important to me. Have been since I was little. When we were all little, I used to beat up bullies on the playground for them. I literally.
So how young is the youngest?
The youngest sibling is he's the really tall, skinny one there in the middle. The tall, bearded one is my older brother, Andrew, and the skinny one next to him is the baby, which is funny because he's like the tallest.
So it really is.
His name is William, and he was 14 in this picture.
Oh, my God.
14 in this picture.
Wow.
15, something like that. He's 17 this year.
Wow.
That's awesome. Beautiful.
So I have 5 nieces and 2 nephews as well, so that's fun. But as Aaron, William, Nate, and me, Meredith, are all my younger siblings, and they are always the most important to me. So love seeing everybody for the holidays. One of the greatest parts of I think I have a picture of them in here somewhere. Let me slide. There we are. That's us when we were little. So that's Will when he was like 3. We were going to get a Christmas tree. I tripped on the Christmas tree wagon trying to push them down a hill actually this year. And I was stupid and I was holding a saw and pushing them in the wagon. And I tripped and I fell on the saw and I still have puncture wounds on my leg. I did not notice that I was bleeding until we got in the car.
That does not sound great, but that picture is adorable.
Yes, this is such a cute picture. So cute.
Like I said, it's a mess. So, that being said, you can imagine Christmas morning. There's trash and yelling and screaming and lots of talking and everybody's loud. And I think I'm not the only one, but I think almost all of us start wearing all of our bows. And if you get a pair of socks, you put the socks on right then and there. If you unwrap something, we dressed up the dog one year and all of the ribbons and bows. And I can't really ever tell if my dog likes it or it always looks sad.
She's miserable.
So sad.
What's up with it?
My mom would not have this. My mom has her trash bag, and everyone has to individually open a gift one at a time, and everyone has to watch. And then she takes the trash.
Every year, my mother, because that's how my mother is as well.
Oh, really?
It's the only reason that 7 children, all homeschooled, it's, she likes order.
Yes.
And somehow it just gets away from us. Especially once we started introducing nieces and nephews, she started, I think once there were babies again, she started easing up. And she's like, you know what, I'm not going to tell the 3-year-old, wait your turn. It became a little bit more mayhem. But one of our unique, odd traditions that we have is every year, the younger half of the siblings, it's kind of my sister Katie down in age, so not excluding the oldest, we all take a traditional selfie together. Aww. That is another one of our oddities. So we have one from almost every year for the last, I think, probably 8 or 9 years. And they are always so much fun. So you can see we all look alike for the most part. And you can see throughout the years how people change. I love them.
That's so cute. This is beautiful.
This is, yes.
I tend to be the one making funny faces.
As you should. As you should.
Anyway, that's family. The final thing that I will add is stockings. I love doing stockings. We're big about stockings. And this year I made sure to carry on the tradition with my tiny 4-legged paw friends, paw family. We gave the doggies stockings this year, and they fought over, even though they each had 4 bones, they still fought over the same bone.
Of course, yeah.
But they were so cute about it. They were so cute. You see my dog, she gets the one and then just runs away.
Yeah, my pup is getting his on Christmas.
I actually, when you went over this, I was like, oh, I have like a small stocking collection, so I brought it to share.
Oh, wow.
So we have Santa. Santa. I'm pretty sure this is from Dollar Tree.
Hey, girl.
We have this Tinkerbell stocking, which is falling apart because I've had this since I think I was like 7.
Beautiful.
Then we have another Dollar Tree stocking. It's a reindeer.
I like that one.
Then we have this stocking, which I actually think is Jenna's, and I stole from her. So, hey, Jenna, do you want your stocking back? And then we have the stockings for my kitty cat. So we have Buttercup and Ringo.
For a minute, you forgot your cat's names.
Well, I couldn't. The
backwards
holding right and left is a bit of a challenge today, apparently. But yeah, that's my mini stocking collection. I just get more and more every year, and
I love it. I love that.
Is that
from? Where's that from?
I have no idea, because my mom often would, hang these on the tree and put stuff in it. So it's funny.
From Target.
It might be because, H is for Heather, and then I got married, so now it's for hemp pills. So now we use it for, look at that. Picture perfect. Well, hey, y'all. Next up is my segment. All right, friends, countrymen, fellows. So I typically have the You Grow Girl segment. So naturally, family tradition has to do with plants. So this isn't like an exclusive family tradition. It's something that I have done with myself. So I typically go to some sort of garden light show. If you're local to Richmond, there's two, Lewis Ginter, which is absolutely gorgeous, and then Maymont, which is low-key my favorite because it's really unique. But I've also gone with my family. So we have gone to Longwood Gardens. It is a massive nursery. It has a giant fountain. It has a huge outdoor area, estate. That's the word I'm looking for. And it's absolutely gorgeous. This year, it is called Fire, Ice, and Everything Nice. And what you see here, that's literally just one of their fountain displays. I think they have 3. But it's beautiful. They decorate the inside, and they take the botanical garden and bring in real trees, exotic plants, anything and everything. And they have different rooms for different things. One of which is a tree room where they suspend Christmas trees from the ceiling. It's quite spectacular. They also have an orchid room if you're really into that. This is the tree room. It has like a water area, and then they suspend the trees up. It's breathtaking. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then, of course, they decorate the inside and the outside. And this is me and my fam. This is obviously not everybody, but that's me, that's my mom, that's my sister, and one of my step bros, Spence. So cute. I love them.
That's an adorable picture.
Thanks. And this is a little snippet of the outdoor light display. Excuse me. I mean, it's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Where is this?
So this is in Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I took this footage.
You run really fast.
Thanks. I was really athletic this time of year. Yeah, it's crazy.
What a jump.
Thanks. I'm really talented. It also feels like Spider-Man could have done this.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it? Very Spidey.
Peter Parker with his camera.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's spectacular. They're going to show you a light tunnel here in a second that is over 20,000 twinkle lights, and it goes from like fire to ice to like a rainbow galaxy. There's also part of the forest here. This is my favorite part that has those like orbs. But it's definitely a day activity. Like I think we were there for 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
It's massive. So if you like walking, you don't mind being cold, and you like plants. Of course, if you don't like being cold, you can stay inside. You know, there's still a huge area inside.
Mm-hmm.
But I highly recommend. Where in the world is it? As I said, it's in Pennsylvania. Also, a lot of Mennonite folks like to go, which is fun.
That is odd.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you all. And then we have one more slide, which is I want to share with you guys some pictures of my fam. I too have a big family. I don't have a ton of siblings, but my wife does. And there they are. Isn't it cute? My mom's the one in pink. She's so cute. The one in olive-ish that is next to my mom, that's my wife's mom.
Oh.
Yeah. And then my sister is the one with the bandana on her head with the red. Yeah. Love them.
Adorable.
Love them and miss them. So.
I love seeing family for holidays, even if it's virtual, in the unfortunate circumstance that a lot of us have to deal with, but it's still nice.
It's beautiful. It really is. And with that in mind, y'all, it is Christmas Eve, so I don't want to hold you up. So I'm gonna head out and go have some Christmas noshes with my fam, get some food on. But thank you all so much. Thank you to my co-hosts for being a part of Shiz and Gigs today. A special thanks to everyone watching. We hope to see you again. We stream live every Friday, whether it's a holiday or not. And you can find us at the AAP All About Presentation YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn page. And if you can't make it, no worries. We always repost our content. We repost our episodes, so you can take a gander at those. So thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. See you next time.
Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Bye.